I'm really, really excited about this. We're going to see if your extra cash really does get you that much extra performance. I don't know what's going to happen. There could even be an upset.
Audi has built a reputation for making supercars slaying high-performance versions of its normal cars. The pinnacle of these auto barnstormers wear an RS badge. RS is to Audi what M is to BMW and AMG is for Mercedes. And all RS cars are built by Audi's boutique supersports division, Quattro GmbH. And this was the very first car to wear the RS badge.
It's called the RS2 and it was co-developed with Porsche. And it's actually based on an Audi 80, and that's the car that your geography teacher probably drove. But Porsche, they fitted some uprated suspension, then the brakes, wheels, and even the door mirrors from a 964 turbo. And this car was actually launched in 1994, and under the bonnet is a 2.2 litre straight 5-cylinder turbocharged engine from Audi. But Porsche, they changed the internals, they fitted bigger injectors, a larger turbocharger and a heavy-duty intercooler, and the result was 315 horsepower. And that's similar power output pretty much to a 348 Ferrari V8 from about the same time.
Thanks to its Quattro all-wheel drive system though, the RS2 was faster than the Italian supercar to 60 miles an hour, covering the sprint in 4.8 seconds.
Back in the day, that was totally mind-blowing, and even today, it's impressive, though it's only marginally faster than a Super Mini.
This is the S1, and it represents the entry level of Audi performance. With a 0 to 62 time of 5.8 seconds, it's not quite hot enough to warrant an RS badge, hence the lesser S moniker.
Still, the S1 develops a respectable 231 horsepower from its 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. And in a way, we can use this car to illustrate just how far Audi performance has come in the past 2 decades.
Obviously, to do that, we need to have a race. Now, don't think we're going to do this for fun. It's strictly in the interest of science. Well, pub science.
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to do a full-on drag race start in this old dear because it's from Audi's heritage fleet. There's only 182 RS2 sold in the UK, and this one has only done 1,700 miles. And Audi well, they don't want me to destroy the transmission with some ham-fisted start. However, they have said that I can do a race from a rolling start. So what we're going to do is put both cars into first gear. We're going to coast along in first gear to about 15 miles an hour, and then when we reach that start line, we're going to plant our right foots and we'll see what happens. So here we go. It's about 15 miles an hour, so I should be on boost. Here's the line, let's go. My God, that S1 takes off really quickly. This is really close. Am I going to get him? Oh no! It's on the change of gear. I can hold out to 7,000 RPM, but he's just, oh wow! Woo! That was really close. He just pipped me.
The S1 may have won this battle, but at £26,000 it's quite expensive for an A1, especially as it's not a full-on RS model. If you want a full-fat Quattro division car, you need to spend a whole lot more.
And your entry point is this car right here, the RS3, and it starts from £41,000. This one though, with options, is actually 51 grand. Oh my God.
Still, you do get a 2.5 litre turbo engine with 5 cylinders and 367 horsepower. You also get a 7-speed dual-clutch paddle-shift gearbox which incorporates launch control that's so easy to engage your grandmother could even operate it, even when she's forgotten to take her medication. Top speed is still limited to 155 miles an hour, but there's no shackles on acceleration. The RS3 can sprint from 0 to 62 miles an hour in just 4.3 seconds. And with that kind of capability, you may think spending £85,000 on an RS6 performance is totally unnecessary. After all, it's little more than half a second quicker to 62 miles an hour at 3.7 seconds. And it requires a tad more skill as its torque converter automatic gearbox doesn't have launch control. But you can't sniff at the sheer grunt from its 605 horsepower twin-turbo 4-litre V8. And with 750 Nm of torque, it has 285 Nm more than the RS3 and more than double that of the S1. But if you want the ultimate road car produced by Audi's Quattro division, you'll need this. The R8 V10 Plus. Its 5.2 litre engine and many other components are shared with the Lamborghini Huracan. However, it comes in a more subtle Audi wrapper. subtle being, well, relative of course. And it's got the performance to match the looks. With 610 horsepower and a dual clutch gearbox with launch control, 0 to 62 miles an hour takes just 3.2 seconds. And unlike with the other cars, top speed isn't electronically shackled to 155 miles an hour. If you have the space, this thing will do 205 miles an hour.
But all this extra performance comes at a price, £135,000 to be precise. But is it worth it? There's only one way to find out. Drag race! So we're going to launch these cars and race them over a standing quarter mile. And we're going to see if the increase in price is reflected in their away from the lights acceleration. It's going to be interesting. I'm away first. Gosh, this RS6 just motors from the line. Ahead of the R8. It's gaining on me now, though. Oh my gosh, this is close. The other cars though, yeah, they're miles away, miles away. This thing rockets off the line. It doesn't have dual clutch gearbox like that R8, but it was way like a rocket. But then that thing, it just came on song and, well, that was it basically. Other cars, a little bit slower. So yes, your extra cash does get you extra performance. Scientifically proved. No, you're absolutely welcome. So the R8 one, well, it is the fastest accelerating road-going Audi you can currently buy. Or is it?
This is the Ducati 959 Panigale. It's the latest sports bike from the Italian firm. And if you're wondering why it's here, well, Audi own Ducati. So effectively, this is an Audi too. Just one with two wheels. That's built in Italy. The 959 is powered by a 955cc V-twin with 157 horsepower. And weighing in at just 195 kilos, it has a power-to-weight ratio of 800 horsepower per tonne, compared to 392 horsepower per tonne for the R8. Though of course, the bike is just one-wheel drive rather than four. Still, it does only cost £13,431. That's about the tenth of the price of the R8.
Now the bike nerds among you might be wondering why the heck we're not using the range-topping 205 horsepower Panigale R. Well, there's three reasons. Number one, the 959 is actually Ducati's latest superbike, so we're being topical. Number two, its standing quarter time is very similar to the R8, so it's going to be close and we want a fair race. Number three, most importantly of all, is that our rider is just too much of a wuss to ride anything over a litre. Okay then, here we go. A drag race between a car and a bike. Are four wheels better than just two? Now, I think I'm going to get away first. I've got launch control, but if he gets a good start, there's a chance he may reel me in. We shall see. I mean, it's going to come down to his skill, basically. All I have to do is press a few buttons and hold the wheel straight. So let's go. I'm off first. Goodbye, bike. And I'm actually gaining a lead on him. I'm pulling away. Now he's coming back. There we go. He was coming back a little bit at the end, but because of launch control, bosh. I had him. It was close. Once he'd got away, it was neck and neck, but yeah, it's all about the start on this thing. Every time, press a button, and yeah, job's a good one.
So there we go. What have we learnt then? Well, Audi offers a wide range of performance at a wide range of prices, and if you have the nerve, you can get supercar-like acceleration for very little money. Though you do have to end up wearing leather.
If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to our channel. And if you click over there, you can watch our in-depth video review of the Audi R8. Now, did you know that Quattro GmbH's CEO is Stefan Winkelmann, who was the former boss of Lamborghini?